Hey everybody, then welcome back. And great, we're going to bring in Wes now. Let's see if I can get Wes to come in.
Hello.
Wes, are you there?
Yes, sir, I am.
Awesome. I just want to make sure everybody can hear you. I think everybody can hear you. Oops, you're not Maud Betty. I just put Maud Betty's name up underneath you. There we go. There you go, Wes Fleming. Here, now we're much better now. No offense, but Maud, yeah, there's a little difference between you and Maud Betty. That's for sure.
Slightly, I'm sure.
Hey, what's happening in the motorcycling world? What do you got? What do you got going for us?
Well, I've been paying attention to something. There's a couple of announcements this week, and there's a really good chance that we could be watching the beginning of the end of the motorcycle trade show as we know it. Obviously, the coronavirus is going to have an effect this year, but for people like me who really pay close attention to the attendance at these big events, we know it's been declining steadily in recent years. So this past week, two of the biggest motorcycle manufacturers in Europe, BMW and KTM, said they will not be going to EICMA this year. That's the big annual trade show they have in Milan every November.
Mm-hmm.
BMW also said they're not going to Intermot either, which
Wow.
is a home game for them. It's in Germany, and they always have a strong presence and show off their newest concept bikes and all of that stuff. So it's really kind of stunning that they've already canceled that attendance. BMW showed what we could be seeing in the future. Just a couple days after this announcement, they staged a live event on Facebook and YouTube to debut the production model of their heavy cruiser, this bike, the R18, that everybody's been talking about. And they showed it off in all of its pinstripe glory with some really slickly produced talking head videos and riding videos as well. And then followed it up with an episode of a video series they call The Soul Story, which has been about a guy following this whole bike through to production. So it was these trade shows can cost millions of dollars for a manufacturer like BMW to attend,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of pressure to hold off on showing any new bikes and bring them to that show. What we saw was maybe BMW put, let's say, $1 million into this video live stream that they did. They made a bunch of sharp looking videos. They skipped the trade shows. They can debut the bikes whenever they want, and they can save so much money every year that even the most cynical and jaded shareholder is going to applaud all the way to the bank.
Hmm.
One of the things behind this, I think, is not just the declining attendance, but motorcycle sales are expected to be down up to 70% in Europe for March. And since the virus looks like it's going to be the center of our kind of global attention for the foreseeable future,
Yeah.
many months at least, sales aren't expected to improve in April and possibly not through the entire summer, which, as we all know, is prime riding and buying season. So these manufacturers, all of them, not just the smaller ones relatively like BMW, KTM, but Harley, Honda, they all have to start finding ways to save money now before they hit those financial walls. With the demand getting very flexible very quickly, they're going to end up with a lot of stock that they've already built just sitting in warehouses, and that could affect manufacturing for 3 to 5 years if you're looking down the road. So Honda and Suzuki also did online launches recently. They both skipped major Japanese trade shows. And Ducati last year in Italy, right? Ducati is the main
Right.
Italian brand, and EICMA is the main Italian show. Ducati did an online kickoff of all of their new models a week before EICMA. They still went to EICMA, but they did all this before. So at the time I saw it, I thought it was a marketing gimmick that they were using to build hype for the show. But now I'm thinking they may have been looking farther forward than I was giving them credit for.
Well, I mean, by launching, you control one. You control the press.
Yeah,
With
absolutely.
you're not competing with everybody else because everybody competes for the launch of those new bikes,
Yeah,
and it's hard to get to garner attention.
yeah. I would honestly not be surprised to see motorcycle new model debuts or even model updates starting to look like a movie release schedule,
Hmm.
where they schedule it. They say, hey, in 3 months we're going to debut this bike, and it's going to be a big event, and people tune in and watch. you know, because then everybody can see what's going on, not just the journalists, not just the people who pay to get into the show. It's going to be pretty exciting.
I wonder what that'll do for the dealer networks, and how that will, the regional trade shows that people, the consumer shows that people attend, and whether they'll still be as popular. I mean, often you can see the new models at these. They don't often debut them in Detroit or Chicago or Toronto or LA like they do at EICMA, for example.
Right.
But I wonder if that's going to have an impact on what we see as the future for consumer shows as well. I don't know.
I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. I think the consumer shows have kind of are in more, I don't want to say danger because that's an overly negative term.
Yeah.
But I think the consumer shows could turn into more of an opportunity to shop.
Right.
Instead of an opportunity to see new bikes.
That could be interesting. Wow,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to keep our eyes peeled for that for sure. What do you have coming up on your show this week?
Well, this coming up this week is a guy called Bill Baroth who founded a company called Motor Nation, which is a distributor of motorcycle gear. They sell helmets and boots and jackets and all kinds of stuff. And I've got some really exciting stuff coming up, including a great technical discussion with a tire engineer, a guy who makes tires for a living. And I'm super excited about that. That's going to be coming up in another couple of weeks. So
Wow.
we got lots to look forward to on Chasing the Horizon.
Well, I'm going to have everybody go on and tune into your show. It's going to be live tomorrow, right? It'll be available for download tomorrow?
Yep, first thing tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock Eastern Time.
Wonderful. Wes, thank you so much for your time tonight. And
See you next week.
we'll see you on Wednesday. Okay, have a good one. Cheers. Bye.